Hi, everybody. It's Scott Palmer here. I am the director of the upcoming show Apples in Winter at Bag&Baggage Productions, coming up in a few weeks here at the Vault Theater. I am really excited to bring you this show. And basically, it's a story about a woman who has been asked to bake an apple pie for her son who is facing execution on death row. And I know right off the bat that feels like a very heavy, really depressing show. And it is a little heavy, it has to be said. But it is also a show that is beautiful and lyrical and spends time asking us to explore questions about relationships of family, about mothers and children, and about what place do family members of those who commit violent crimes, what place do they have in the world? Especially when we tend to sort of place blame or have misunderstandings about the role that they played in their children's lives. It's an important show right now because I think so many of us have these sort of unchallenged assumptions about the family members of people who commit crimes. We have an easy tendency to sort of put blame on them for somehow failing in their role as a parent. And this show asks us to sort of set aside some of those assumptions and approach those families with a sense of grace and compassion that I think is really inspiring and really beautiful and touching. It's an important show to me as a director because it gives me an opportunity to work with my dear friend and colleague, Kimberly Colburn, who is one of the company's resident actors and resident artists. Kimberly and I have worked together on dozens of shows over the years. And having the chance to be in a room with her as she approaches the creation of this beautiful, powerful, and heartbreaking character is really pretty awe-inspiring. She's a remarkably gifted actor, and it's a huge inspiration to me as a director to have a chance to work with her on this show. It fits so interestingly in to Bag&Baggage's theme for the season, which is renewal and reemergence. I thought about it, and really, this is an opportunity for someone or for a character or a person who is normally sort of forced to stay in the shadows or in the darkness, gives those characters an opportunity to step forward. I think about how often we shun the family members of people who do commit crimes because of those assumptions that I talked about before. And providing this character the opportunity to take center stage quite literally and stand in the light and tell us their story is a really powerful example of reemergence. What's unique about this production is that it is just a solo show. It is just one actor doing this performance and telling this story. But it is also one actor telling the story while baking an apple pie from scratch. So as you sit in the audience, you will watch this character peel the apples and make the dough for the pie crust and mix the spices and put it in the oven. I've worked on a lot of shows, and I've done a lot of work that includes really remarkable, amazing experiences with lights and sound and sets and costumes and smoke machines and all that kind of stuff. But I've never had a chance to work with a show that requires so much focus on aroma, on the sense of smell, and what it brings up for us emotionally and in our memory when we have those smells of such familiarity as a baking apple pie. It's a really powerful and beautiful and challenging thing to add into the mix of a traditional theater story. I'm really excited for you to have a chance to experience this story, to watch Kimberly do her thing and tell the story of this remarkable woman in such a beautiful, funny, and thoughtful and heartbreaking way. And I look forward to seeing you at the Vault. I hope you will join us for Apples in Winter coming up soon at Bag and Baggage. Thanks so much.